the stage. All right, welcome this evening to our National Honor Society induction. I'm going to introduce Jackson, who is doing the pledge.
Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello everyone, if you just bow your heads and pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for this day and for all of these wonderful leaders before us. We thank you for all of the wisdom and dedication that you've placed in each one of them. Tonight, I just pray that you continue to guide them and fill them with your perfect peace as they continue to lead and serve others. Amen. Now I'm going to welcome Mr. Jones up to the stage, or to the mic.
I'm going to give Adriana a moment to join us here. Good evening, and welcome to the 2025 Union City Junior Senior High School National Honor Society induction ceremony. My name is Justin Jones. I have the honor of serving as principal here at UC. First, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each of our new inductees and to welcome you to the National Honor Society. I also want to recognize the parents and families of these remarkable young people. Your unconditional love, guidance, support, and encouragement throughout the years are a big reason why your sons and your daughters are here tonight. Your efforts have truly paid off. I would also like to express my gratitude to the teachers, administrators, and staff of Randolph Eastern whose dedication and commitment to our students make achievements like this possible. Tonight, we are proud to welcome 6 new members into this prestigious organization. To be considered for induction, students must first meet the scholarship requirement, maintaining a minimum GPA of 3.2 during their junior and/or senior year. Applicants then summarize their academic achievements, including honors, dual credit, or AP courses. Additionally, they are required to list their leadership and community service experiences, with each experience accompanied by thoughtful reflections. Once applications are submitted, they are reviewed and scored anonymously by a panel to ensure fairness and objectivity. This year's applications were scored by a panel of 7 evaluators comprised from the elementary school, the high school, and the school board. After being selected, members must continue to maintain a 3.2 GPA and complete 20 to 30 hours of community service each year. Each of the 6 inductees being honored tonight was selected based on the 4 criteria inscribed on the National Honor Society emblem: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. Members of NHS are expected to demonstrate the 4 pillars of NHS: a desire to lead, a passion for scholarship, a willingness to serve, and a strong moral character. The students seated before us tonight embody these 4 pillars. Success does not happen by chance. It takes determination to not to accept defeat, patience to keep going day after day, and discipline to develop the work ethic needed to achieve greatness. By holding fast to the 4 core values of National Honor Society, these students are building a foundation for lifelong success. We are proud of each and every one of you for your commitment, effort, and drive to go the extra mile. In closing, to our NHS members, I encourage all of you to take in and appreciate this moment. Personally, I am a proponent of lifelong learning and continuous growth. I hope tonight is another step for you in your lifelong journey to being the best version of yourself you can be. I appreciate your willingness to be curious, to grind when necessary, and to do the things that so many others, to go the places so many others unwilling to do and unwilling to go. Your habits have built the character you've shown, and the leadership you've displayed will carry you far beyond these walls. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Campbell Kearns, and I'm a senior second-year member of the National Honor Society. As mentioned before, maybe not as mentioned before, but I will be briefly speaking on the scholarship pillar of the National Honor Society. By definition, scholarship is known as academic study or achievement, learning of a high level. However, it is much more than getting an A on the honor roll or placing at the top of your class. Scholarship represents a deeper, lifelong commitment to learning. Learning requires a level of humility because it's the recognition that you do not know everything. No one would take the time to study if they believed they already possessed all of the knowledge and skills to A, live their lives with the utmost purpose, and B, leave the greatest impact. Being a National Honor Society scholar means that you have shown an unwavering commitment to seeking out the knowledge and skills required to succeed. True scholarship is not just defined by intellect and drive, but also attitude. It is the ability to see challenges as opportunities for growth instead of inconveniences. A scholar strives not just to know, but to truly understand. Within the National Honor Society, scholarship serves as the foundation for the other three pillars. It drives leadership by encouraging informed decisions. It fuels service by helping us understand one another's needs. It strengthens character by teaching perseverance and discipline. Scholarship is a guide for our everyday lives. It encourages us to stay passionate about improving each day, even if that is just by 1%. Thank you.
Good evening. I will be sharing what I think it means to be a leader from personal experience. To be a leader, you don't have to be the strongest, most talented, or even the smartest. A leader is somebody who listens and supports others while lifting them up and making them better by setting examples. I have been a leader in many scenarios, and one of these scenarios was when we went to the baseball regional championship of 2024. At the time, Union City has never won a regional at all in history. The odds were stacked against us. It was pouring rain while we were in the field. We did build up a decent lead, and then it slowly slipped away while the rain increased. Everyone was acting like we had already lost the game, which was far from true. During the rain delay, my team was very deflated. I was called in to pitch to try and save the game, and there was a ton of pressure considering I was only a sophomore. But I stayed calm and kept everyone excited. Even when we were losing, I told my teammates that we weren't going to lose because it would have been the very last game some of them would ever have played. When people were making mistakes, I lifted them up and made sure they knew that mistakes are a part of the game. When I made mistakes, I owned up to them and apologized and promised to get the next one. Our team had a we before me mentality. That is what helped us win this game. And this is what I think it means to be a leader. I had to perform under pressure, and that could be considered one of the strengths that you recognize. This is what leadership is all about, recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. I, like everyone else, have weaknesses. However, recognizing my weaknesses allows me to be a better leader. I know I'm not perfect, and I make mistakes whether I mean to or not, but no one is perfect, not even a great leader. but it's how they take responsibility and lift others around them. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'll be sharing with you one of the pillars in National Honor Society is character. Character defines who we are when no one is watching. It means being compassionate, empathetic, honest, resilient, and respectful towards others, even though it's difficult. A person of strong character chooses to do the right thing, not for recognition, but because it's part of their moral foundation. Character is what builds trust, earns respect, and forms the basics of true leadership. Character is a pillar because it guides our actions and decisions. Without strong character, achievements and talents lose meaning. It's a consistent commitment to ethical and compassionate decision-making that positively affects both yourself and others. Someone who has character is someone who is not afraid to make decisions, make mistakes, face them, and be honest and respectful. In school and beyond, character creates a positive environment where everyone feels valued and supported. In National Honor Society, character is reflected in honesty, respect for teachers and peers, commitment to doing what's right. NHS members serve as role models who lead with integrity. Whether it's volunteering in the community, supporting classmates, or upholding academic honesty, members demonstrate that true leadership starts with good character. Carrying the pillar of character into everyday life is essential because it shapes how we treat others and how we handle challenges. Good character helps build trust in relationship, encourage kindness, and strengthen communities because it's part of your moral foundation that will never fade. Thank you.
I am honored to be speaking about the final of the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society, service. Service is about using our time and skills to help others, specifically in our school and community. It's not about getting recognition or receiving rewards, but just trying to make a positive difference. It doesn't matter if it's volunteering in the community, helping a classmate, or just being kind. Service is a constant reminder that we are all part of a community and family that is much bigger than ourselves. Service encourages us to step outside of our comfort zones and put others first rather than ourselves. It teaches us responsibility, empathy, and teamwork, qualities that not only make us far better students, but just better people. Each act of service shows a willingness to help others, as well as the use of all 4 NHS pillars. As Gandhi once said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. This is because by serving others, we strengthen not only our community and our school as a whole, but we strengthen ourselves as well. I believe that the service pillar of the National Honor Society is perhaps the most important of all the pillars because it allows you to grow and create a lasting impact that will continue far beyond our time in high school. Thank you.
As we welcome our new inductees into the National Honor Society, we also want to take a moment to recognize those who have already been living out the 4 pillars of NHS. Our current members have set a strong example for those joining tonight. Their continued dedication, involvement, and leadership within our school and community are what make our chapter strong. Let's take a moment and honor and thank our current NHS members for their ongoing commitment. As I call your name, please come forward for your National Honor Society patch. Jason Connor. Jackson Cowper. Campbell Kearns. Valerie Mata. Thank you.
At this time, I invite our new National Honor Society members to come forward as their names are called. You will receive a certificate and be recognized. First is London Cotter. Let's have a round of applause for London as we welcome her to the National Honor Society. Ava Dome. Sophia Emmerich. Abigail Ziegler. And we'll welcome our two seniors, Lindsay Evans and Adriana Welch.
Jason is going to come up and lead you in the National Honor Society pledge. It is on the back of the card that was on your seat.
Please rise and raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected.
I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected.
I will be true to the principles for which it stands.
I will be true to the principles for which it stands.
I will be loyal to my school
I will be loyal to my school.
and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Service, leadership, and character.
You may be seated. All right, as we close our ceremony tonight, I want to remind each of you, you have a fire inside that drives you to give your time, to give your knowledge, and to give your energy to those who need help most. You do not simply rely on your ability to study and work tirelessly in your classes. That is not enough for you. You have taken an active role in your own lives. You share the belief that the few can inspire the many, and you are selfless leaders giving service to others without concern for what you might receive in return. Thank you and congratulations on your acceptance into the National Honor Society. At this time, please give everyone a round of applause. Before we leave the stage, I'm going to ask you each to stand up. We're going to stand in front of the table, and you may all take as many pictures as you like. And on your way, there are cookies from Hometown Coffee and bottles of water. And also, one last thing, butter braid forms are due tomorrow, guys, and money, okay? All right, thank you.